What's up, everybody? Brett here, and I'm back today. We're going to be playing some more Darkest Dungeon. We're going into the Weald. And yeah, I put together a team. We're a tiny bit under-leveled with our 2 level 4 guys. But it's only a short champion dungeon. We just need to explore 90% of rooms. Those are kind of the easiest to ditch if we need to ditch. So we're going to do our best. Everyone's already got their stuff. You'll notice I have the man-at-arms in the position 4. We're going to try and make use of that. We've got the Guardian Shield. So take a look at that. 10% protection if in position 4. Healing received plus 50% if in position 4. And plus 10 dodge if in position 4. So, and then we also have this to make sure he doesn't die and give him some HP. But he's going to be using his Defender plus Command, which boosts damage while guarded. So he's not going to be doing any damage. His job is just to use Bolster at the start of the fight, then to pick someone to defend, and then to use Command. But because we have some movement here, especially with our Shield Breaker, rather. Man, she has Fragile. That's so bad. Anyway, because we have some movement here, we may end up getting shuffled at some point. I think it's good that we just have the option to attack in case he gets, out of position. And the other option would be Bellow, which has some synergies with Marks, but we don't really need that, I don't think. So let's just get in here and provision. We'll bring a little bit of extra food, simply because I don't really trust our boy the Occultist as a healer. This is probably good enough. It's a short dungeon. We shouldn't need too many things. Do a quick once over. My brain, when you don't play Darkest Dungeon for a minute and you come back to it, this checklist you have to do in your head. Thankfully for me, I played enough of this game that I just kind of naturally have a checklist. But I still remember my first playthrough. Every time I would forget something, it felt so bad. And you don't need every single thing every single time.
I knew all these paths once. Now they are as twisted as my own ambitions.
You do need most of them, though. The specialty places you can kind of get away with, and by specialty I mean like Farmstead and the Crimson Courtyard. You can get away with not bringing certain things. But I would say the other places, you're pretty much 100%, you should just bring everything. Because the little bit of gold that you save is completely irrelevant once you reach the state that we are in right now. So before we jumped in here, she's level 5. So I was able to get her top tier abilities. I think her Impale now blights for 2 instead of 1. It's a really strong ability once you get to that point. Bolster. And he's just a buff guy. That's all he's going to do for us now.
Confidence surges as the enemy
Buff and
crumbles.
defend. And be protected.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
And if we think we're winning, we're not necessarily just going to always use guard. Because it's a long setup, right? It takes several turns to set it up. So it's usually better, I would guess. Just go ahead and get the kill.
Disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
Usually better just to cycle what buffs he has. We could also consider putting the Occultist in the 4th position, moving him up to the 3rd if we hadn't given him that one particular item.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Of course. I get one of these, scout missions and I have to go all the way here and then all the way there and walk backwards. It's the worst thing.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption.
Take a little bit of bleed damage.
Malformed with misintent.
Alright, let's see what's up. Let's use this last bandage.
A fortune
And we get a Lock of Fury.
waiting to be spent.
It's a decent item on the A-bomb if you can get it early. This is the kind of shuffle nonsense I was talking about. See if we can't stun the giant. Nice. Okay, that was a very good start. What we need is for these two to go first. It's not gonna happen. It's alright. Luckily, we still have the dagger. This is so bad. That was a really bad shuffle for us. Let's get that bolster. That'll protect us somewhat from the stress. Alright, we definitely want to guard the occultist now. Because he's going to be looking to get Tree Branch smackdown for sure. Okay, let's pierce. Nice.
Eradicated.
A snake's neck is always exposed. Well said. Love it. Big damage. Let me get that guard first. No, he's too fast. We did dodge it though.
Destroyed.
Perfect. Alright, now we just gotta kind of corral the giant. So we get extra protection. We're already getting quite a bit.
A singular
These crits
strike.
have been amazing. For helping to bring our stress back down. So everyone gets a nice buff, but he gets an extra buff. He gets more damage. Okay, we want to get rid of that. That's pretty serious. Start healing a bit. This is ultimately 8 damage. Yeah, let's get rid of that. And we'll guard in the front, 2. Which is good, because she'll do the damage. Perfect. And he's got increased dodge as well, so even if they hit him, his protection is super high, but the odds of them hitting him are low. He's got a lot of bonus dodge. You can see from this he's got plus 10, plus 8, so plus 18 dodge. Keep those buffs rolling. Dodges again. Very good. So everything's going according to plan.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Let's fix that up and open up this chest. Jeez. Okay. Well, we're getting so much stuff. We'll toss that. Yeah, we'll toss that. Whatever. Alright, so 2 more fights for us. And it's the collector. Okay. We surprised him though.
And made
Very good. Bonus damage versus Eldritch, that's nice. Our chances of stunning him are low, but let's try. If we stun him, yes! We're in such good position if we do that. We get a whole nother turn before he gets to summon his goons. Which means now we have a turn to bolster for free. And the next turn we can command for increased accuracy and such. Big damage. Alright, but here he goes. What's his move defense? It's honestly not very high. I wonder if we can pull him forward. Yes, and we marked him. Alright, let's buff it up. So they've got the ability to stun me. Nice, got the poison. To stun me and do a ton of damage with these highwaymen. Now last time we fought the Collector, he used his ability to heal, like Life Drain or whatever it's called. Life Steal over and over and over again, and it was miserable. This does bonus versus mark 90%. 28 damage, huge. But he used it like every single turn, which made him incredibly difficult to kill. And we were juggling a lot of nonsense at the time, too. Let's defend here. That's what's supposed to happen. Not nice that he critted us, but let's take the heal. Lifesteal, there you go. I was gonna say a dodge would be amazing, because then he doesn't get anything. And now we just wreck him.
Is often blind to its own
Boy, that was way easier than last time. And all we get for our trouble
A trifling
is one of
victory,
those.
but a victory nonetheless.
Let's actually eat some food. Get our nice reset. We still have, I mean, 3 rather, hunger checks we could do well with. Okay, we don't have the venom that we need, or the anti-venom. We'll probably just end up getting something bad happening to us. I check it anyway because we're in good shape right now. And there we go, random hunger check. Torchlight high so we don't get any kind of extra unnecessary stress as we walk. Use our bounty hunter because he's got that 90% trap disarm chance. Oh my god.
Unconscionable alienage.
Okay, he's eldritch as well, so we get plus 30% damage bonus, and we whiff, so we get 0. It's actually, I meant to say 0. This boss is all about surviving. Eventually he kind of kills himself by spawning his little crystals. Now we also have a nice kind of synergy that I didn't really talk about. We could guard one and also sway with her. Sway gives her block, which is just straight up like prevent one attack. We picked up Sky Taint. I don't even remember what that is. I'm gonna have to check that out. Oh, look at how bad this. Jesus, 7 damage over 5 rounds. Okay, I need to know what Sky Taint is. Huge stress increase. Okay. Well, let's let him bust that for the heals. Because we have no means of getting rid of that. That was big. Good damage. But once we get to a certain point, you'll notice, see his dodge is 25, speed 4. And a little bit, I think you get him to halfway. Oh, God. Once you get him to halfway, he gets giant protections. He's going to try and stun the healer, and he did. We need the healer because now we're taking 14 damage a turn on our bounty hunter. Boy, that's bad. Let's actually also use holy water. Maybe that'll help prevent him from getting
Executed with impunity.
another stack. Yeah, let's guard here as well. Still don't have him halfway yet. There he goes, up to 80%. Now she's good versus him. Perfect. She's good versus him because she has armor piercing. But most heroes don't have that. I actually can't think of another ability that does, but I imagine there's probably one. Yeah, she just straight up ignores his protection. Nice. He takes that, that's very good. And now we get to heal, but it only went for 4. Come on. Nice. The dodges here have been really, really good. Keep raising that crit chance.
Be gone, fiend.
Down to 57 HP. Every time he makes one of these, I forget how much it is, but he takes some of his HP to do it. It's probably 7, because that's how much HP is on the thing. Just keep on buffing. Huge crit chances. Almost dead.
Another abomination. Cleansed
We need a
from
big
our
heal.
lands.
We need one of those, like, giant heals. And we didn't get it. But it's enough to keep him alive. Just our stress is going up, sadly.
Back to the pit.
Dodge it. Yeah, just a big blight. That's what I'm talking about. You pump crit up that much,
Return to them.
and we get a memory. Oh, we haven't even seen those yet. So high strangeness and indelible scar on the psyche. You need these in order to make some of the things in the district. Wow, great pickup. We are going to toss the ruby for sure. Just use that for that. And then for gold, I mean, we don't really need gold at all. Like right now, I'm kind of like, I can organize the things I don't want to get rid of. Kind of like this. And it's like, where does 1,000 gold fit in here? I need all of this, probably. I might be able to get rid of the herbs, now that I say that. Whatever. We'll toss the herbs. We don't have bandages to search that. And we almost die. It's a close thing. But as long as they don't spawn any more fights in between us and our next room, we know the next room, we can see it on the mini-map, it has no fights in it. So that puts us one room closer to our goal of exploring. I'll take a hunger check. That's one of the reasons why I didn't use any of the food. Because we're sitting on that perfect even number.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
The collector and the thing. That's two of our like only fights in this place. Out of the, I think the 4 fights we've taken in these couple rooms. 2 of them were bosses. Alright, let's keep rolling. Odds are we won't be able to interact with anything. So we'll just keep going. Let's hope for a big scout. Nice. I think it's the bounty hunter has a high scout chance. We don't have any bandages. Oh no. Okay, he's prone to investigating stuff. You can always see like which thing is it. Is it paranormania? Perhaps. Yeah, it definitely is. Okay, I don't know how a dead guy is paranormal, but I guess it is. So we can use our last shovel. Oh no. Well, that was bad. Thankfully we resisted it. We could have used our shovel to get something there. I might not have done it though, because I think it's more important that we make it through this place. And for all I know, there's going to be an obstacle up ahead. We're almost out of torches. Alright, surprise is great. That's going to give us a turn to heal. Big numbers, come on. 23, that's a big number. I'll take it.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Getting rid of her seems really important. Stress is kind of a factor here. This guy causes a lot of stress. But giving us that dodge might have been what turned that in our favor. Excellent. Full heal there. And just like that, we're in much better shape than we were a second ago. Just stack that up. Dodging like our lives depended on it. I could have sworn we have an accuracy buff. We do. A +8 accuracy buff, and we still missed him. And we are like full health, guys.
The bigger the beast,
Wow.
the greater the glory.
That was the best fight we could have asked for, because it put us back in full health.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Yeah. So for me right now, I'm just like, toss
As
that,
the
do
light
that.
gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
There we go. And we got our last hunger check. That sucks, because that would have given us one more bit of loot. We could have very happily left. See what the scout shows us. Yeah, let's continue. We're in like perfect shape. Please don't investigate. It's not going to do anything good for us. So we're hoping to pick up something from this next area. We can always toss a skeleton key if they give us a lot. But I mean, just the memory alone. And the shards. It's big game for us. As the kids say. Quadruple dodge feels good every time. So this was a cool experiment just to show you guys that the position for men-at-arms is not a joke. The buffs are really strong, and if you find yourself in a long fight, the ability to protect your characters and just continuously buff them is super strong. I would say it's better with a Vestal, as I think most of these compositions are. We move him forward because Rush Shot
annihilated
is such a weak ability. I say that, but he's gonna crit me right now.
And purpose.
Nah, we beat him. We beat him. Okay, that was not great pickups, but that's it.
Push on to the
We're out of here.
task's end.
Really lucrative.
Every cleared path and charted route reduces the isolation of our troubled estate.
That was a pretty lucrative run. Just the memory by itself. Amazing pickup. Prismatic Solidity. Stun resistance. And we picked up quite a few diseases we need to get rid of.
No rest. No peace for this wretched soul.
What? We can return someone to the living. Oh, it's got to be Stefan. Clinchamps, man, I would have liked to bring you back, but it's got to be Stefan. Who do we get rid of? Do we have a cheap? Man, we already have Hale here. Someone's got to go. This is a legend highwayman, and I think he's our original highwayman as well. Someone has got to go. Okay, this is going to take a second. Let me sort. Maybe Sigmund. Sigmund's so good, but he's starting to stack up some pretty bad stuff. No, he's level 5. You got to toss like a level 3 DPS or something. Is this Xena our only Hellion? No, we have Stanley. How many flagellants do we have? Just 2. Yeah, bear with me for a second, guys. I'm trying to figure out what's the best course of action here. Obviously, this is a level 2 Vestal, but we need her to help get to the top. I think we toss Xena here. She's so good, though. She's got steady, deadly, and luminous. Nah, she's got to go.
Send this one to journey elsewhere, for we have need of sterner stock.
So it says, by hateful curse or malign miracle, it seems even death may be defied in this damnable place. Only one of these soldiers can be returned to the living.
Elusive, evasive, persistent. Righteous traits for a rogue.
Comes back and he still has the Black Plague. Do we have to upgrade his gear all over again? All of his stuff has to be re-upgraded. That I did not know. I remember doing this before. I was hoping for a high-level Vestal and we could just get rid of that low-level Vestal. And then be nearly done with, like, flushing out our people. It's still worth it, though. Stefan's the man. I'm happy to have him back. Let's get him in there. We're rich. Boom. Right back in there, buddy. Yeah, it's all fully upgraded. That's why it's so cheap. This did cost a small fortune, but I'm cool with it. Look how awesome the little effect is of someone being resurrected. I love it. Man, this is the Profane Scroll. This is one of the best items for a battle. This might be the best item for a Battle Vestal. I'm actually tempted to buy this because I've wanted to use the Battle Vestal several times and just haven't done it. And I'm getting close to the point where, let's unequip. I'm starting to kind of just collect stuff instead of sell it. Like, I don't need the Solar Crown. I don't need this, I don't need that. I don't need almost any of the blue stuff that we have. You know what, I'm going to buy this. Because I can see us using the Battle Vestal as a strategy. Let's get rid of that. And we know we have plenty of diseases we need to do something about. Sky Taint's got to go. Tapeworm's got to go. Alright, I was looking at our antiquarian before I started recording, and she has Kleptomaniac, which is one of the worst things. Yeah, deadly. The deadly antiquarian. I'll take that. Okay, let's see what we're going to do now. Ah, we unlocked the boss already. It's the 16-pounder. And then we get the Fuseman's Matchstick. 2 speed, 10% damage to range skills, and 6% crit to range skills. So it's kind of just like a really good version of, a really good ranged version of the Ancestor's Pen is kind of how I think of it. But it's even better than that. It's an amazing item, and I would like to get that right now if I can. Let's take everyone out. We're going to roll a pretty deep team here. So this build is basically all about killing the Fuseman, the guy who's trying to light the cannon and shoot it. Let's get a Vestal. Feels good to have reliable healing. We could run some sort of moderately frontline shenanigans stuff here. What are we gonna do? It's been a while since I felt like I had a real, like, tanky front line. But I need to make sure that I can hit the back line. So, honestly, I'm kind of looking towards the Shield Breaker again. Maybe even the Flagellant? Let's get someone who can dance around with the Shield Breaker. Kinda, but not quite. Who can do that? Really just the Highwaymen. It's all about Duelist Advanced and Blank Shot. And then we use that around Pierce and Impale or, you know, Puncture, whatever the case may be. This is a pretty deadly team. I like it. Okay, let's go back with Spectral Spear Tip. And also, however the hell you say this word. Curbolii? Curbolii? I don't know. Never heard of that. I'm gonna look that up later. I'm sure it's an armored type. Maybe something to do with, like, reticulating scales. Not sure. Here, let's go with the Ancestor's Candle. plus a book. Let's go with Junia's head plus a book. And let's go with Ancestor's pistol plus we could go with Dismas's head plus a book. We just need her to be accurate, because a lot of times she's not even going to be using the damage of the attacks. She'll be using stuff like poison darts to cause blight. We just need her to be very accurate. You know what, this is good. Legendary Bracer is perfect. Plus 20% stress. Whatever, we'll deal with it. And we're good to go. We're good to go on the boss. Let's just double check, make sure everyone's got all their best upgrades. Nope, see? That's what I'm talking about. Triari, you're in it, buddy. Okay, good to go. Whew. Anyone that we should... Yeah. Okay, of course, he's a flagellant. What was I even thinking? He's got to go to the penance hall. Anyone else that we might use very soon? Oh man, I feel a big sneeze coming on. It's the worst. Oh no. Okay, hopefully I hit the microphone in time. Jesus, that was... Alright, some last second double checks, because that's what I gotta do. And let's go back into here and just finish this place off. Take some full stacks. This is a boss battle, so we'll slightly over-prepare. Am I forgetting anything? I don't think we need laudanum or anything like that. Just need to be prepared for the fact that we might have a nightmare here.
Eager to end the tiresome domestic distraction, I instructed my newly formed militia of hardened bandits, brigands, and killers to go forth and do their work. Compliance and order were restored, and the noisome population of the hamlet was culled to more manageable numbers.
Messed up.
The smell of sulfur and gunpowder hangs in the air. The war machine is close.
Alright, we know where it is. I'm gonna go down to the treasure room first. Sadly, we're not gonna go back here. But if we can do what we did in that last run with some low-level dudes, this is a powerhouse team right here.
A singular strike.
When we use Impale, we'll probably kill the Crone and the Gnasher. I was hoping we would go first before she could do this. Our one weakness is that we don't have built-in stress relieval. Damn, that would have been nice. Alright, dead and dead. Very good. Gotta love how much damage that does in addition to its blight.
Gently.
They're all dead
This
though.
is how a life is taken.
Alright, peace out.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
We'll do that to get a bunch of food, and we'll use food as basically like potions at this point. Oh, our first hateful Virago. Like a scary version of our witch doctor. Try and land a stun here.
Pummeling.
Get some free torchlight. Let's go for the AoE. Now this thing has 55 HP, that's quite a lot. Of course, Blight not being the most effective here. Wow, that was bad. The AoE I still think is quite good.
Reeling.
We're marked now. Let's see what this thing does. Ruinous Hex.
Such a terrible assault
That
cannot
hurt.
be left unanswered.
Lowered our dodge and accuracy. And probably did more damage because we were marked. Or it marked us? Yeah, it actually marked us too. This is a dangerous group. Very dangerous. So you got 2 guys that mark and then 2 guys that do damage to mark. Missing that first impale has really set us on a downward trajectory. So putrefying breath to move and stun, man, it's so bad.
Compassion is a
Whatever, we have a real healer.
Pitch of battle.
Unless we get mega critted here. Let's hope that doesn't happen.
Death
That's a pretty big one.
For the
But we're still fine.
lapse in concentration.
That hurt. That hurt a lot. Man, this has turned into a rough battle. I went for all the AoE when I probably should have just been trying to dunk them one by one. We haven't even damaged this thing yet. You know what? Impale one more time. How are we missing? The dodge is high, but it's not that good.
Cuts on its own.
This thing should have been dead a long time ago. Alright, fetid sensor. We're able to avoid that.
As the fiend
Get the kill there.
A faint hope blossoms.
The accuracy is on that is 115, which is why I use it. I could check the other abilities. I'm not sure which one is. There's one that's like much better. That was a bad move. Because now we have to use point blank shot on a corpse. Man, that's my bad. From death comes life. Oh, I forgot it does this. Okay, that's gotta go. I don't remember what it does.
Masterfully executed.
But now we have something to point blank shot. Just pretend that was the plan all along. It's blocking off some of our abilities. It's keeping us from healing. Jesus. Let's get out of here. I don't think we have to. We do have to kill the fungus. Interesting. Well, that was a whole nother caliber of fight right there. I think the boss fight is probably going to be easier than that. And remember too, we have an extra full stack of food.
A slow and insidious killer.
Which we will just happily eat right now.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Let's get ready to use our torch. There we go.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Yeah. Yeah. I do my best to carry everything home. Nice free torch.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Don't mind a hunger check. We still have a lot of food. And if stress is becoming an issue, we'll just camp.
devastating
That's the
blow.
type of damage I was trying to do in AoE last time, in that last fight, but we couldn't hit those two in the back.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Here, let's go for this.
The ground quakes.
Very nice, and an Impale will kill two of them for sure.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
How bad is this bleed? 9. We've got extra bandages. We could just use one. Ooh, rabies. Rabies, I think it increases our damage a bit.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Alright, now we got a fountain, which I know reduces our stress if we use holy water. See how much it is. 47. So 30. Cool. That's pretty good. That's something we needed.
Mechanical hazards. Possessed by evil intent.
Give me those heirlooms. We'll toss Onyx. Just remember, guys, we have such a huge bankroll back home. We don't need to get too excited about 500 gold. It's basically nothing to us. I knew we weren't going to hit that. Just knew it.
A powerful blow.
Let's go for some sort of stun. Yeah, I guess we're not getting lucky with the AoE.
A dizzying blow.
We should probably just go for real single target stuff. The accuracy modifiers at the higher levels, their dodge plus our lack of accuracy, is kind of overwhelming. Should just go for the reliable damage. Like here, we could go for a thrown dagger. Alright, 2 misses in a row. Can't really help it though. Now we hit here, get the kill, get the heal. Excellent dodge, because she was marked. That could have really hurt us. Nice to have her post up. There we go. Now we'll just use some AoE healing.
Soothed. Sedated.
Get everybody pretty much topped off.
Impressive.
All you gotta do is get these debuffs rolling, and you can pretty much blight anybody.
Precision and power.
That's good. Now we only have one target to heal.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Okay, what do we toss? Probably medicinal herbs. Open this up.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
And the sacrificial cauldron, we'll drop these emeralds for that. Leave the onyx alone. Alright, bottom row's basically all untouchables. The sapphires can go if we find something really valuable. least 2 fights ahead of us, probably more. Some blood we don't need, some gold. I'm not going to bother with the blood. Let's see what the journal page says. Okay, we've heard that one before. Probably just this. Ooh, okay. Well, let's try not to get infected here, or else we might regret not having some blood on us. We're going to use the AoE trick because I think I can get a few of these killed if we land the hits. Almost. Now it's just going to heal himself unless we dodge. And we're cursed. No. Okay. Hopefully we don't get another one. Alright, we resisted it. This could be serious damage. It's not good. We'll definitely be doing some big healing. Alright, peace out. We would have gotten the kill and then also managed to put some free damage on him. That would have been nice. Resisted, but now his resistance is lower. Really lowers our dodge. This thing should have been dead last turn. Better not curse me.
Obliterated.
Alright, just get it out of there. This should be like an automatic blight. Yes, it is. Perfect. I was going to say, let's hope for a big heal, but I kind of didn't want to jinx myself. We'll do this in the hopes that we don't get the kill. We can leave that there. We'll sway. We need to get some heals off. Dang it. Okay. It's not nothing. Alright, let's get rid of the anti-venom. And I'm tempted to get rid of the keys just because... I mean, a ruby's pretty expensive. It's basically treasure that we would expect to find in something that we open. Yeah. Might regret that later, but I don't regret it right now. We need an easy fight. Ooh, a tent. We can get things from that. Good things. I'm really sick of missing that ability. We're gonna miss this. Nope, we didn't. We got a one-shot. Very good. And here, do that so we can put some damage on her, even though she's stealth. Not take any chances. I think she ignores stealth. I don't remember if that's her or not. Might have been able to attack there. Very good. No bleed, no bleed. Alright, the bleed is getting pretty big on her. So when it comes to the tent, I'm trying to remember. I know I've gotten something bad from this before, but I don't remember what it is. But I think for the most part, it's all good.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Let's toss the ruby for a full stack. The odds of us getting another ruby are pretty small. Holy crap. Alright, just grab everything and see what gets picked up. That's for 1 round, 2 rounds. Let's use that. We want the bus, and the gold is tempting. But we definitely want the busts. Yeah, it's hard to know what to get rid of. We could just eat a ton, which is what I think I'm going to do, because it looks like we're having a hard time keeping up heal-wise. Okay, let's toss that, pick up the bus. Man, we just don't have enough room for everything else. It's a lot of gold. And the sacrificial cauldron's a good item that's also worth more than a stack. This is 2k, so that's worth more than a stack. And I don't want to toss torches or anything else because we've got a long way to go. So let's just not get greedy. The greed is super tempting. You gotta have a key for that. We don't have one. Maybe you don't. Hard to remember. Let's just get to the boss. I don't know if you have to have a key. I don't want to misrepresent what you need to have. Should be 100%. Yes. That's 110%. Man, traps for this team are just great. We're gonna search it.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
We are full. We searched it at risk of having something bad happening because we know we have firewood here. Let us camp.
Gathered close in tenuous firelight.
Alright.
Uneasy companionship.
So there is a chance that we could be ambushed or have a dream. It looks like we don't have the ability to prevent the ambush, which is not good. Not good at all. Kind of want to pray. Unparalleled finesse is great. Just give him tons of damage. Oh, actually clean guns is probably what we would want. Okay. Let's pray. Just a little bit of stress relief on everyone. Let's heal her. Let's chant. No, chant is only on one companion. Let's clean our guns. Let's pep talk the shield breaker. And pilfer for some extra food. Okay. Alright. I think we're good for a dream if we have to have one.
As the light
Man,
gains purchase,
every time I'm ready it doesn't
spirits are
happen.
lifted, and purpose is made clear.
That's how it feels. I'm gonna try and open this, but something bad's just gonna happen. No? Okay. I was wrong. The anti-venom I think helps us search the tree. So let's toss the shovels. Wow, just like that.
The light, the promise of safety.
That was pretty good, guys. Pretty slick. And now we're here at the end.
A marvel of technology.
A Brigand
An engine
Pyro
of
is his name now.
destruction.
Let's stun him. Get our torchlight nice and high. kill him and put some damage on the 8-pounder. Which is not a thing that we can just ignore. And yeah, she's not the one that can attack there. Oh. Feels bad. That feels pretty good though. Let's make sure we keep riposte up on him if we can. Alright, fuse the pyro's all the way in the back. That's okay, because we have the ability to hit the back quite easily. Just everything's dodging us. Okay, that can't hit, of course. Our chances to hit there actually weren't that good. It looked like 60%.
Sedated.
But we've got to keep the pyro dead. It doesn't matter how long this fight takes. It's about making sure the cannon never shoots us. And using things like AoE damage to kind of passively deal with the adds and occasionally damage the cannon itself. Like we just did. Really good for us. I don't know if we kill everything, if it can just summon a full stack. I hope not. I hope it's got like a cap at 2 at a time. That'll work. And they get debuffed, so now they have a better chance of being crit.
Decimated.
And these crits are just clearing out our stress. Nailed it. He had 11 health, we did 11 damage. I was just noticing the death pose on that dude. It was pretty cool. It's like he had his sword on the ground and his hand on the hilt. That was strong. So yeah guys, we have just enough like AoE and single target damage at any range, and that's what it's all about. We also have Pierce. You know what, I should have gave everyone on the team Pierce. Piercing damage, armor piercing, to bypass the protection on this thing. But 25% is not a ton. I could have sworn actually it was more than that. And that increases her accuracy. Every time the shield breaker attacks this thing is just going to be gold for us. Minus 25% damage taken one battle. Yeah, when it only summons the pyro, that's perfect for us. Yeah, and then if we one-shot the pyro, it's even better. So easy boss fight for us. This is a really strong team composition if you're looking for one to deal with this boss. So close, we could almost just kill it. How greedy do we get though? I don't know. Let's just keep doing what works, right? I mean, let's not get crazy. The battle's over. Right as I say that, overconfidence becomes a slow and insidious killer. And there we go.
Twisted metal and splintered
I never
wood.
miss, he says.
At home amongst the headstones.
Okay, let's pick up the blueprint. And would I rather have 2 portraits or a stack of gold? Man, my inner greed is like, no, we want the portraits. Of course we do. And that's it. Nice full stack. We made lots of gold, got lots of heirlooms. Picked up a new trophy. And I think we already have one of these, but whenever I like to run Plague Doctors, I like to run 2 of them at once. And having 2 of these Blasphemous Vials I think could be really good. Man, that was all good stuff. Like I said, strong team. We've got lots of diseases to cure.
All the decadent horrors I have seen pale in comparison to that final, frowning thing. I could not look, nor could I look away.
Man, that always made me want to know. I was like, what is that thing? What was it? What were you looking at, Ancestor? You crazy jerk. Okay. And there we go. The Fuseman's Matchstick. In it to win it. We've got a ton of these. We have 2 memories. But we need 10 to make the mill. And it says heroes will no longer suffer random hunger checks. Yeah. That would be amazing. I mean, we're talking a pretty serious thing for us. A benefit for us. To never have to deal with that again. We're very close to getting the Athenium. For the Antiquarian, I don't know what this is. I don't recognize this word. Athenium? I know what Athens was. That was a place. I know who Athena was. That was a goddess. Yeah, not sure. Plague Doctor, Occultist, and Antiquarian, they get increased to their Blight and debuff skill chance, and then Knowledge Curios heal 15 stress, which is really good in the Ruins. We've almost got this. Let's just do it for fun. Let's trade a couple busts for some deeds. We don't need many. Whatever. Maybe not the best, most efficient trade, but let's make some progress. You know what I'm saying? Let's end this on a feel-good high note. Boom. Very cool looking. He's got like an observatory up here and like a message board. Awesome. What would be next? The Outsider's Bonfire is good, but we're very far away in terms of heirlooms. And then the House of the Yellow Hand. See, we don't really need busts for this anymore, so we can always just trade busts for whatever. I would love to get this because the increased crit by itself makes it worth it. If you could just crit with these types of characters, it's like stress healing in and of itself. Not to mention the huge damage that you do. And then also we might as well check too. We got 65 shards now. We could pick up the Flagellant one, which reduces his max HP, but increases his damage by 30%. I could see this being very good in the Endless Run. Jester. It's pretty good. Just a pure increase to his stress skills. But I kind of want to hold on to it. I don't know how greedy I'm going to get, but I think I have gotten this before. I saved up a lot and I picked this up and it was amazing. On the Crusader. This is big too. Keening bolts. Anyway, guys, that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. And as always, y'all, I will see you in the next one. Take care.